Hi folks, welcome to video 4 in the business of healing with me, Emma O'Brien. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the biggest limiting belief I hear coaches, healers, and spiritual teachers say, and that is people can't afford my work. If this is something you have said to yourself, I would challenge you and invite you to reflect on, is that really true? Because I guarantee you will be able to pinpoint a handful of people in your niche who are doing really well and who have a steady stream of clients and who you look at them and you think they're charging too much, but people are paying it. What people can and can't afford is all relative. And often we tend to project our own limiting beliefs about money onto our businesses. And then we make the fact that somebody doesn't book or tells us we're too expensive, even if we're not, we make it mean something about us personally. And I think it's a really important distinction to make here is you are not your business. You and your business are two separate things. So we need to have a little bit of emotional distance between the two. But what happens when we sit and say, people can't afford my work, and you might be holding that belief without ever having had anybody say to you, I can't afford your work. This is a projection you have, you about your own money stuff. And it's really important that if you want to move forwards with your business and you want to have a successful business, that you start to do a bit of digging on the money beliefs you hold and your own limiting beliefs. When you can clear those, you can be far more objective about how you're running a business and what you are charging. There are clients for everybody at every single level. So there will be some clients who simply, however much you charged or however little you charged, would not be able to afford your work. And if you want to be able to cater to people who actually can't pay anything, that's great, as long as it comes from a place of actually wanting to give, not from a place of, I think I have to show up and do this in order to be a good healer. Two different intentions with that. That's great, but if you want to have a sustainable business, you can only really do so many sessions for free. The majority of your work needs to be paid for. And you need to be really strategic and clear about what it is you're charging and why. So there will be clients at all price points, and this is the thing to have a look at. So if you were to do a little bit of analysis and research, you will find that there will be people who are charging far less than you and people who are charging far more than you. And pricing shouldn't be done on guesswork. It shouldn't be done on what the person up the road is doing. It should be based on what you need to earn from your business, the costs you have to cover, the income you need to have in order to be able to do your life. Remember, our businesses are our vehicles for doing our own lives, and we shouldn't be slaves to them. And we also shouldn't be kind of engrossed in it so much that that's all we do. And if you are working 7 days a week and not earning enough money, you have a business strategy problem. All of these things I will help you address in my Business Basics for Healers course, which is Sacred Work Sustainable Income. It is a super affordable little online instant access course. It's £27. You can find it in the link below. In this course, I guide you through exactly how to price your work. So there's no guesswork in there, and there's no assumptions or anything else that just doesn't help anything move forward. There's some strategy in there, which is really important. And there's also some exercises to help you really uncover the beliefs you're holding that are keeping you stuck. The belief people can't afford my work or nobody can afford to pay for healing work. It's pervasive in this space, but it isn't true. Some people can't afford to pay for it. Some people can't afford to pay for anything. But the more we perpetuate this myth and we perpetuate this belief, as you know, as well as I do, what is happening internally for you will be reflected in your external reality. So if you're walking around believing people can't afford to pay for your services and your work, that is what you are going to keep seeing. If you want to change the external results, you need to change the internal landscape. And this is what I'm going to help you do in my courses. So make sure you get hold of that, watch it, check it out. If you need any further support, you're welcome to reach out. But for now, I will leave you with that, and I'm going to see you in the next video.